So today I am going to discuss about basic important words what we need to understand before we all dive into Salesforce environment. So all these important words we need to understand, guys, before we enter into Salesforce environment here. The first one is called what is an app. Second one is called what is tab. Third one is called S object. Fourth one is field. Fifth one is data. And the sixth important one is what? Record. So these are the important words I am going to discuss in today's session. App, tab, S object, field, data and record. So let me discuss about all these first. So what is the meaning of an app? App means application. So we are using this word, we are hearing this word regularly in our daily life. Yes or no? So once you open your mobile, we can see a lot of apps like education related apps like Paizoos and food related apps like Swiggy, Zomato, Foodpanda, or entertainment related apps like Ghana.com or any Book My Show. So like that, any net banking, mobile banking applications. So once you open a mobile, we can see a lot of apps. Yes or no? So what is the meaning of an app? App means it's a collection of services or a group of services, because every app is going to provide some service to the user. So suppose take the example of Book My Show application. So Book My Show application, once you open, we can see what? So we can see the list of movies available in particular city. It will show the list of cities. It will show the list of theaters. Okay, it will show the list of movies, movie timing, seats availability. Yes or no? Like that, everything we treated as one service. If we combine our collection of all these services provided in what? In one application. So according to my example, what you understand is an application is a group of services. But with respect to the Salesforce, application can be defined as it's a group of tabs which provides some functionality. This is the exact definition of app with respect to Salesforce. Once again, I'm repeating, listen carefully all of you. So app means collection of or a group of tabs which provide some functionality. That is called what? App. Okay. So with respect to Salesforce, applications are divided into two types majorly. How many? There are two types of applications. The first one is called standard application or standard apps. Second one is called custom apps. What is the first one here? Standard apps and custom apps. What is standard app and what is custom app? Standard app means any application which is given by Salesforce. That kind of application we can call it as what? Standard app. Or I can say the other way around, we can call it as predefined applications or built-in applications, we can call it as what? Standard applications. So let me give some more example about standard applications here. Like we have sales application, we have suppose service application, we have marketing application. So these are all comes under what? Standard apps. And coming to custom apps. What are custom apps? Custom app means any application which is developed by the developer as per the business or client requirement. That kind of apps we can call it as what? Custom app. For example, Durga Soft Private Limited. Okay. Or XYZ company. Like that, we can give any name as per the business requirement. So that kind of apps can be called as what? Custom app. Like that, in Salesforce, we have two types of apps. One is standard app and custom app. Standard app means which is given by Salesforce, and these are the examples. Custom app means which is created by or developed by the developer as per the client requirement or business requirement. That can be called as what? Custom apps. And coming to the second one here, what is the meaning of a tab? What is the meaning of a tab? Tab means it connects to some other page in general meaning. But with respect to Salesforce, using tab, we can access SObject. A bit later, I am going to discuss about what is SObject also. Please wait. Let me discuss about first tab. So tab means it connects to what? SObject. If you want to access SObject, we can access only through tab. So like applications, in Salesforce we have two types of tabs. That is a standard tab, again what? Custom tab. Standard tab means any tab which is given by Salesforce is called a standard tab. Any tab which is created by the developer as per the business requirement, that can be called as custom tab. Suppose, take the example of standard tabs like campaigns, leads, accounts, contacts, opportunities. These are all the examples of what here? Standard tabs. And coming to custom tab, any tab which is created by developer as per the business requirement, that can be called as custom tab. Suppose, take the example, doctors, patients, students, products, bills. These are all the examples of what here? Custom tab. You can give any name as per the business requirement. Like that, in Salesforce, tabs are divided into two types. And coming to the most important thing and the most important word in Salesforce is what? SObject. What is the meaning of an SObject here? SObject stands for Salesforce object. What is Salesforce object? Suppose, I hope you people know about database like either Oracle or any MySQL or SQL Server. You take any database. Database point of view, we have a word called a table. A table is a place where we can store the data permanently in the form of rows and columns. So according to a database point of view, we can call it as a table, but according to Salesforce point of view, we can call it as what? SObject. Just only terminology different. Here we can call it as SObject, there we can call it as a tab, table. So SObject stands for Salesforce object. Here also, it's a place where we can store our information permanently in the form of rows and columns. So here, SObjects again divided into two types. The first one is called standard SObjects. Second one is called custom SObjects. So before I am going to discuss about standard SObject and custom SObject, I need to tell one important point at this particular point of time. Coming to, as of now, we discussed about app and tab here. App means a group of services, it's a collection of tabs which provide some functionality. And apps are divided into two types, standard apps and custom apps. But every app contains group of tabs. So one application contains what? Many tabs. So in the same way, one tab can exist across many applications. Once again, I am repeating, guys. Once again, I am repeating, listen carefully. One app contains what? Many tabs, and one tab can exist across many applications. So the relation between the app and tab is what here? Many to many relationship. Okay guys, I hope you understand this point. And coming back to this point, what is this? SObjects. There are two types of SObjects here, standard SObject and custom SObject. Standard SObject means any SObject which is given by Salesforce, that can be called as standard SObject, and any SObject created by developer as per the client requirement, that can be called as custom SObject. And standard SObjects, let me give some example like campaign, lead, account. These are all comes under what? Standard S objects. Custom S objects like what? Student, employee, product, doctor. These are all the examples of what here? Custom S objects. Maybe some people got a doubt here. Almost these names and these names both are same here. But if you observe clearly, all the tab names are plural names here. Campaigns, leads, accounts, contacts, opportunities. But here, standard S object, campaign, lead, account. What is the difference between these two here? All the standard tabs or custom tabs are in what? Plural format, plural names. But whereas all the S objects are what here? Singular names. So I can say in a simple word here, plural name of an S object is nothing but a tab. Once again I am repeating, plural name of an S object, we can call it as what? Tab. All the tab names are plural names and all the S object names are what? Singular names. So we can access S object only through what? Tab names. So once again I am repeating guys, listen carefully. S object stands for SalesForce object. In SalesForce, S objects are of two types, that is standard S object and custom S object. Standard S objects like what? Which is created or given by SalesForce, that can be called as standard S object, and custom S object means which is given by or created by developer, that can be called as custom S object. Okay, so these are the examples of standard S objects and these are the examples of what? Custom S objects. So how we can differentiate between the standard S object and custom S object means every custom S object ends with _C. Once again I am repeating, listen carefully. Every S object ends with _C. This is how we can differentiate or we can distinguish between what? Standard S object and custom S object. I hope you understand this point clearly. So it is all about S object now. And coming to the field. So what is the meaning of a field here? So before I am going to discuss about field, first let me discuss about data here. So what is data? What is data here? Data means whatever we entered into the system is called data. We are entering numbers, we are entering alphabets, we are entering special characters. All these comes under what here? Data. Suppose I am entering, 10155. What is this number? Is it student roll number? From college point of view, it could be. Or can I say that it is employee ID from company point of view? It may be. Or can I say that 10155 is customer bank account number from bank point of view? It could be anything, but nobody knows exactly what is 10155 represents. But everybody knows what is 10155 represents. It's a number, it's a numeric value. So I can say 10155 represents what here? Data. So once again I am repeating guys, data means whatever we entered into the computer system, that can be called as what? Data. Data can also be called as raw facts. Why? Because data does not give any meaning for us. That is the reason data can be called as raw facts. Here 10155 is a numeric value. From this numeric value we can't get any meaning. That is the reason that can be called as data. Data never and ever gives what? Meaning for us. Now I am going to write some name here on the board, that is Raj. What is this name here? It's a human name. Can I say that student name in the college point of view? It could be. Or employee name from the company point of view? It might be. Or customer name in the bank? Or passenger name in the flight? It could be anything, but nobody knows what exactly Raj represents. But it is a combination of different characters, different alphabets. So all these are comes under what here? Data. So from the data you could not read the meaning. So according to my example, according to my explanation, what you understand is data never and ever gives what? Meaning for us. Like that, let me give some value like 90,000. What is this 90,000? Again, it is a numeric value. Is it employee salary? It could be. Customer bank balance? It may be. Our student paid fee paid, it could be anything, but nobody knows what it is exactly represents. But everything can be called as what here? Data. So from this data, you do not get any proper meaning. That is why I am going to write something on the top here so that you can get the proper meaning for this data. Employee ID, employee name, employee salary. Now everybody in the position to tell what is 10155 represents. That is employee ID. Raj represents employee name. 90,000 represents what? Salary. Now I am getting the meaning for this data because of the above names. The above name represents the below value. The above name represents the below value. This value can be called as data. The above name can be called as what? Field. The field represents what here? The field represents what here? Data. So here field can be defined as it represents data or it represents value. So in Salesforce, there are two types of fields, that is standard field and custom fields. How we can distinguish between the standard field and custom field? Again, every custom field ends with what? _C. This is the basic difference between what? Standard field and custom field. So once again I am repeating, a field means what? It represents what? Value or data. What is data here? Data means, data is a value which stores against the field. Data is a value which stores against the field. That can be called as what? Data. What is record here? Record means this is data, this is also data, this is also data. Collection of data, collection of horizontal data, this can be called as what? Record. Record can also be called as row and can also be called as what? Tuple. Row, record and tuple, everything is same here. Collection of horizontal data can be called as what here? Record. So these are the most important words that we need to understand before we dive into Salesforce environment. I hope you understand all the 6 important words. App, tab, S-object, fields, data and record. So before we enter into Salesforce environment, you should be aware of all these 6 important words. I hope you understand all these words. Thank you very much.